Alright, so Rust has recently released the ability to upload t-shirts to the workshop. While the workshop isn't up yet, you can still play around and create t-shirts before the workshop is being made. So I'm going to quickly make a quick tutorial on how to download t-shirts and make them, and how to create t-shirts. So the first thing you want to do, if you don't already have it, you need to download Unity. It needs to be 5.12, it needs to be the latest version, all that goodness. So once you download that, you're going to want to go to FacePunch, the GitHub. This will be in the description. And you're going to want to download the .zip file, and you're going to put it somewhere on your desktop. I did it on my computer right here. It's right here on here. You have to unpack it, make sure it's all unpacked and everything. And then you're going to get a whole bunch of you don't know. So basically, what you're going to do after you download all of it and unpack it, you're going to open Unity. So you're going to click Open Other. You're going to click Rust SDK and click Select Folder. This is going to open up everything. I already have a t-shirt I was playing around with, but we're going to make a whole new one. So the first thing you want to do is set up your scene so you can, have everything right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to t-shirt, and there's going to be, it's going to be in the assets dropdown, and it's going to click be in t-shirt. And there's going to be a thing called t-shirt preview, and you're going to drag that into your scene. It's going to be two naked men. Be careful not to have your mom around when this is happening, because you know how you might see a penis, and women are scared of dicks. So you don't want that to happen. So you're going to get this as close to the camera as possible. You're going to hit E and rotate it so they're facing the camera, because you're going to want a good look at it. Make sure they're all good. Drag them down, maybe make them face the camera. I think that's good. You can also mess with the camera to bring him closer, but I just like to dick around. Alright, so now that we have a good view of his t-shirt, this is how it works. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is click on the model itself, and this is just the basic green t-shirt that's already in the game. I'm just gonna show you how to do it real quickly. It's very simple in Unity. All you gotta do is click on it and drag it onto the t-shirt, and everything looks good. See? But you don't want just the basic t-shirt. You want to make your own t-shirt. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down to Workshop, and you're going to check out the basic t-shirt.facepunch. This is under the Workshop. It's everything you need. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on the material that they have. You click on the model first, and you can drag this on there too. It creates a new material, so you're just going to want to do the material thing first, so it doesn't continually create new materials every time you place it on something. This one is a bit shinier than the other one. I don't know what the cause of that is. I don't really know a whole lot about Unity. I just figured this out just by messing around. And so you're going to want to go with, instead of the diffuse, you're going to want to go with just the basic material. Yeah, because for some reason the basic material is just really shiny. So basically what you're gonna do now is you're gonna close this down, go to Rust SDK, go to Assets, and go to Workshop, and then there's gonna be a file called t-shirt.facepunch. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna click copy, you're gonna click paste, rename it, and let's call it test, t-shirt.test. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It just has to have the t-shirt in front of it. So you double click the t-shirt, and you're going to want to mess with the diffuse. The diffuse isn't going to be Photoshop ready at first. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to click on Properties, and click on Opens With, and click Change, and search Browse for Photoshop if you have it already. I think other programs work fine, but yeah, and then you click Apply, and you click OK. So you double click this, yes for Photoshop to allow to open. And Photoshop is going to open the texture, and here's where the magic happens. Here's where you create your, t-shirt. So what we're going to do is we're just going to draw the outline of the t-shirt. This is the front of it, this is the back, and these are the two shoulders. And this is where you draw everything. Now, I'm not an expert on drawing, and I don't know a whole lot on how they did this whole texture thing to make it look like it's all dirty and stuff. If you're a better artist than me, then you'd probably have an easier time with this. So let's just draw everything green. And let's see what this does. I haven't messed around with it enough to know what everything does, so let's just circle everything in green. Feel free to skip this part if you don't like, want to know, if you just want to know how to get it on. So what we do here is we click, hang on, let me minimize this for a second, sorry, is we click File, and we click Save. Alright, and that's going to save it. So we exit out this, and it's saved. Now, first of all, what we're going to want to do is we're going to rename all of this. I forgot that part first. Most of the time, you're going to want to rename it to be like t-shirt dot test. Make sure it's just like all the same thing. Delete the icon one. You're going to want to delete the icon because I'll show you what to do later. You're going to want to click rename, make sure everything is dot test. Rename this too. Don't delete the dot asset part because it's going to mess everything up if you do. Make sure to just dot test it. Alright, and everything's good. So we X out that. We go back to Unity. If it'll open. Slowly loading. Alright, so we go back down here. We go to our t-shirt.test. And now you're pretty rolling here. Here's where we go. So we basically scroll in to the t-shirt itself. We click on the material and we drag it onto the t-shirt, and there we go. That's how it's done. Your texture is everything. It's already there. And you want to take the t-shirt material and you want to bring it back up to t-shirt.test. You're going to want to delete this. Delete that. And then you're good. So let's try yeah, there we go. You can do that with the same thing. So let's click that. Drag the t-shirt on there, it's the same thing. So click the camera tool, and the camera will show you everything that you want. So once you have your t-shirt and everything ready to go, just click play, and it will load a scene of your t-shirt. And this is where you want to take the picture. So if you want to use push or whatever capture thing you have, you're going to want to just take a picture of your t-shirt. I'm just going to use push for this one. And you got a picture of the t-shirt. So click on the link so it's all right here. Download the picture. And go back to the folder where your Rust asset is. So double click the Rust SDK. Go back to assets. Go to workshop. Go to your test. And then drag the picture into there, and we're gonna run a rename it t-shirt dot test dot icon, and you got the icon for basically the workshop. And the workshop isn't up right now, so doing this, just save this until the workshop is actually up. But what you want to do is when you're ready for the Rust workshop is you're gonna click t-shirt dot test dot meta. And basically, this is the script to upload it to the Steam Workshop on the Rust Workshop on Steam. So if you have like, if this is your very first item, you're gonna want to call the item 0 or just 00, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna want to call the t-shirt whatever you want to call it, like green face punch t-shirt. And then the description is the t-shirt, like what do you want? It's like a green t-shirt of the face punch logo. And you want to click this. Nope, you want to go down here, double click that, and I haven't messed around with this. Go back to t-shirt.test, go to here, go to your thing. Oh yeah, here we go. And then click the little circle thing, and double click your t-shirt.test, and it will upload that. And the skin type is t-shirt. I'm pretty sure there will be other skins like long t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that soon. But for right now, it's just the t-shirt. So everything is basically set up, and you're ready to go. And just click create and upload. But that's only when the Rust workshop is up. And you don't want to upload it right now because there's nothing. So yeah, that's been my tutorial on how to create Rust skins for your t-shirts. And I hope you guys have fun with this. Later.